Okay guys, this is the overview of a 10-year project I've been doing to the centre of the Battle of Waterloo, and what you're looking at here is, this is just going to be a quick overview. Ground in general, we're looking sort of north along the main Brussels road, and in the distance you can see there the sunken road running east-west and the reserve slope of the Allied formations. Ground in detail then, looking down here, we'll just get you in focus. There's elements of the French artillery, a Grand battery moving forward. These are a mix of Airfix and Zvezda. Kits, very nice they are. The Zvezda kits are very nice. Ground centre then, there we go, the road moving north, and then we have French infantry in the centre moving up to assault the orchard, and over to the left a couple of supply wagons, and then French command element to include the great thief of Europe himself with a couple of guns of Imperial Guard artillery. Ground centre then, moving up to the orchard, you'll see French grenadiers, and then moving into the main farm complex itself, you have garrisoned by the King's German Legion in their distinctive green jackets, armed with the Ezekiel Baker rifle. The elements of the 5th Battalion of the King's German Legion in their scarlet jackets, stovepipe hats, same belt order, same rifle, but their belt order is white rather than black. Elements of Nassau troops, and also some King's German Legion line that took refuge in here after being assaulted by French cuirassiers and having lost the King's colour, I believe it was. There you go. Ground centre right, there's a barricade, and there's various French troops, fusiliers, voltigeurs, grenadiers attacking the front gate. In support to the right, we have some French horse artillery. There's a limber, and we have a gun in action as well. And you'll see there that we have voltigeurs providing flank protection to the main assault. Ground left, through the farmhouse, there's the elements that are starting to attack the back barn door, which is actually where they do, those are the read your history, make a breach into the farmhouse. And then we've got the rear elements of the French cavalry attack. So we've got Polish lancers, cuirassiers, chasseurs, line lancers, and dragoons, and you can just see the forward elements. Okay, ground centre farm. We have the garden, and we have a visit from the Prince of Orange, flanked by a couple of Dutch hussars. The very chap that made some very dubious and inexperienced decisions that day, which actually lost that King's German Legion regiment I was talking about, their colour. Ground right, we have 95th Rifles in the sandpit, and then we're moving up onto the ridge, and I'll take you up there in a minute. Various British squares, moving ground centre and left, French cavalry attack, and further squares. I'll just walk you up there and let you have a look at that. Here's something you might be interested in, the conversion I did. I don't know if you can make it out. Try and get you a good shot. There is Ponsonby handing over his snuff box to a troop of the Scots Greys before his fate being sealed by a couple of Jacquinot's line lancers. Square of the Gordons. There we go, and losing the light a bit. Coming left. A couple of guns from the Royal Artillery or RA. You'll recognise these chaps here, the corner of a square and the stovepipe haps. 28th of foot. Glorious Gloucesters. There's a shot of them. Coming left. We come to then the square, or the ragged square, of the 27th foot. The Enniskillens, as Wellington remarked, they held the centre of the line. Inside that square, we have various units taking shelter, a couple of gunners, RHA, and if you look carefully there's even my wee dog, Hesh the Terrier, high explosive squash head. We'll just pan over there and let you see that, try and get some focus. Moving left, guns of Mercer's troop, pouring canister at close range onto the advancing French cavalry. There's casualties in the sunken road. There's going to be a lot more of them when it's done. What we're showing here is elements of the British light and heavy cavalry counterattack, which they did between lulls in the battle to relieve the troops in the squares. We've got hussars, we've got some Scots Greys, we've got Royal Horse, and we've got Life Guards. And then over to the right, we have the Allied element that everybody forgets about, with their distinctive orange flags, Dutch, Belgians, and Nassau troops. I'll swing you around. Quick shot of the cavalry, French cavalry lead elements. You'll see Ney there, conversion, and his ADC with the brigade trumpeter being hit by canister, sort of like inspired by the panorama at Waterloo. There's General Colbert, and we pretty much covered all the cavalry elements. We've got dragoons, we got Dutch, Polish lancers, cuirassier regiments, chasseurs, guard chasseurs, Empress dragoons. Let's get you a shot there. And then heading back a few more. Okay guys, that's enough for now. I'll upload this and I'll do another one another night.